Welcome to The Take. I'm Elizabeth Wagmeister.
And I'm Clayton Davis, and we're here to give you our take on some of the week's biggest stories. We have some interesting things. We have Spider-Man, we have Kanye changing his name. It's a crazy week.
It is a crazy week, but let's start off by talking about porn.
Let's
Shall we?
Let's do that.
Why not, Clayton? So this week, one of the strangest lawsuits was filed, and I have a question for all of you guys. Do you recognize this baby? Would you know who this person is today, 30 years later? Chances are you have seen this album cover. It is iconic, of course, from Nirvana. But this week, the baby, he's now all grown up, and the individual has actually sued the estate of Kurt Cobain and the other bandmates for child pornography. This is a real lawsuit, Clayton. So this person has decided to sue, saying that they have been inflicted with emotional distress, that they have suffered many losses throughout their lives. I just want to state, though, that this person throughout the years has also posed with the album cover, has given interviews about it. So child pornography, that's a really serious offense. In my opinion, this does not add up to that.
No, it seems like a stretch, and not to be confused with the baby. This baby, no one can, the fact that we're just not even saying the name shows how this seems pretty frivolous, and I think it was just something to drum up some attention.
Good news for sex workers this week. OnlyFans has decided to reverse course on their ban of sexually explicit content. This comes after large outcry from the community and those who support sex workers. And I've got to say, my take is that OnlyFans should have never banned this. The company was valued at $1 billion, and let's be real, the content creators have contributed to that.
Yeah, and I think just as a society, we need to stop shaming people that are doing this for a living, as honorable as can be done.
Absolutely.
And as soon as we move off of that, I think we can have a more fluid conversation about it. Moving to a little bit of a lighter tone, we move to the new trailer for Spider-Man No Way Home, which has broken the internet. Looks like an Inception meets Spider-Man movie. Last year, I interviewed Tom Holland on the Award Circuit podcast, and he said this was gonna be the most ambitious superhero movie ever made. Looks like he may be right. This takes place just after the events of Spider-Man Far From Home, and it looks like we're setting up the multiverse. We have Doctor Strange, and then we have Armgate, which was that Charlie Cox's arm? And also Mephisto. Is Mephisto in this? Because there was a poster of Tom Holland in a devil dress up.
I don't know anything that you just said. That was like another language to me, but I know a lot of people do understand. Over 350 million, it was literally the top movie trailer of all time, but another trailer dropped this week. We got our first look at Kristen Stewart as Princess Diana in Spencer. The poster was released, it is beautiful, and the trailer, there's already early Oscar buzz. A lot of critics are saying this could finally be Kristen Stewart's moment. I am a big fan of Kristen Stewart's work, and I also love the royals, but I appreciate that this doesn't appear to be a sugar-coated depiction. And fun fact, I went to middle school with Kristen Stewart. We were in the same PE class, so if she wins the Oscar, I officially was in PE with an Oscar winner.
Oh my God.
I'm rooting for you, Kristen.
Listen, directed by Pablo Larraín, this is amazing. He did Jackie, he did Emma. The buzz is real. Early word is that she is incredible, and you just might get your wish. It's a great transition because we're about to get into fall festival season, and the Venice and Telluride film festivals are about to kick off next week. Venice will be opening with Parallel Mothers from Pedro Almodovar. It already caused a little bit of controversy. It stars Penelope Cruz, but the poster got taken down by Instagram because it showed a lactating nipple on the poster.
You know what they say, free the nipple.
I know. Yeah, so we're moving into the season. It's going to be a big festival at Venice. We have Kristen Stewart that's going to premiere there. Last Duel with Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, their first entry writing together since Good Will Hunting. They won the Oscar for that. They're co-writing that with Nicole Holofcener, who did Can You Ever Forgive Me? And Telluride is going to be huge. The last Best Picture winner has played there. I think it's 10 out of the last 11 years have premiered there. So it's very, very important. We're gonna get Power of the Dog there, which is playing every festival. It's going to be a cool season.
Well,
I'm ready.
You are ready, you are excited, and you're going to be at Telluride, so I know you're going to come back from there, come to the take after your COVID test and give us all the scoop there. But something else you're going to be really excited about, and I haven't told you yet, Clayton. So this week I interviewed Lance Bass, who of course was a member of NSYNC and now is the new guest host on Bachelor in Paradise. I spoke to him a lot about Bachelor in Paradise. You can go to variety.com for that interview, but I had to sneak in a question about whether he wants to collaborate more with the Backstreet Boys. He gave me his take. Here's what he said.
I mean, we're definitely having a lot of fun. There's nothing in the works right now. I know with the whole backsync thing with AJ, Nick, myself, and Joey, we loved it so much that we definitely want to at least make that an annual Pride event in June. So, you know, you'll probably see us doing that every year. But I love that, you know, this many years later, we can all play with each other and show the world that even enemies can come together and get along. And I think that's an important lesson to learn, especially this day and age.
All right, Clayton, so I know you are a huge Backstreet Boys fan. I was an NSYNC girl growing up, but I love every boy band, so I gotta know, do you wanna see them collaborate?
It's our division on the table now, Backstreet Boys versus NSYNC. I'm glad that they're gonna get together. Listen, they do two different types of music, and NSYNC, it will never fully be back together. I don't think that's ever gonna happen.
Because of JT.
Yeah,
Okay.
but Backstreet Boys are still going strong, and I think that establishes who had the better boy band growing up. But that's just my little tea. But I do love Lance Bass, and I love him on Bachelor in Paradise. I can't wait.
Yes, and he was great to talk to. Those are some fighting words. But you know who else said fighting words? Thee Stallion this week going up against her own record label. She claims that they wanted to ban her from appearing on the remix of Butter with BTS. Well, she fought against them, she filed a suit, and a judge cleared her, so she is releasing that remix. Good news, but I've got to say, my take on this is, of course she's right. She claims in her lawsuit that the record label said this wouldn't be good for her career to appear on this track, but then they said, oh, if you pay us $100,000, you can.
Elizabeth, what this highlights, and my take on this, is artists always losing their voices in the music industry, particularly female artists, because there's some big music mogul who thinks they know what's right for them, and whether it's releasing their music, their image, whatever the case may be, allow the artist to make that determination for themselves. If they fail, great, it's on them. But it's not always you know best. Maybe the artist knows their own message and what they want to make as musician. But talk about artists that know themselves, quote unquote. Kanye West is changing his name to Ye, as it seems, and still, at time of recording, has not released his album. As we wait for this, whatever this looks like, constructing his childhood home, whatever happens, Kanye is a brilliant artist, not to be denied. Controversial figure, sure, but now he's going to be going by a different name legally.
I mean, to me, this is just another day in Kanye's world. There are really no surprises anymore, but as you said, he is absolutely a creative genius. But changing his name only impacts him. As long as he's not running for president, I'm all good.
I'm good too, as long as he doesn't have another party where he doesn't drop the album.
There you go. All right, well, we always have so much fun news to talk about. We will have more for you guys next time on a brand new episode of The Take.
Thanks for watching.